Listen, the most interesting game in that Thursday-Friday slate is the Auburn-Baylor game on Friday night at 8 p.m.
Okay.
For my money, Baylor is a home dog. They're a 2.5-point home dog, Auburn on the road. This is the biggest week one game that nobody outside of the Auburn or Baylor circles are even talking about right now. And it is maddening to me. I have read so many previews of week one. This game, for whatever reason, just sort of flying under the radar. Both coaches recently been hot seat adjacent, yes?
Yes.
Maybe cooled a little bit last year, at the end of last year for Dave Aranda with the way that they finished out. Definitely still warm, but maybe cooled a little bit on the Hugh Freeze side, given what they did in the transfer portal. A lot of reason to be excited about what Auburn did in the transfer portal. Baylor, for their part, a trendy pick, I think, in the Big 12. Auburn's schedule is front-loaded for sure in the first half. A little bit of runway after week one, but it definitely gets tough in a hurry the last 2 weeks of September. So we come into this game now where it almost feels like both teams got to have it. Both teams got to have it. And they're two good teams that have a lot of fun elements to them. I am thrilled about this game that we get this on Friday night at 8 p.m. So for me, this is number one in that early slate.
I think I'm there too. The Georgia Tech Colorado, which is at the same time on ESPN.
Correct.
That matchup is a very interesting. Colorado, what do they look like post Shador, post Travis Hunter? And you have the Deion factor of year 3 where it's the familiar is gone with Colorado.
Yeah.
And Georgia Tech has a good amount of hype this year. That's interesting to me. Georgia Tech on the road, Colorado hosting. I think Auburn-Baylor's the one just because what both of these teams we think can look like at their best is crazy entertaining. So you could see a 44-41 type game. And that's potentially very entertaining to me. So
I think I'm with you.
I think it's a narrative matchup. Baylor-Auburn is stronger right now.
I am going to go Auburn. And I think it ends up being a higher scoring game that at times may feel like it's going to devolve into a shootout. I could totally see that here. But the thing that I kept coming back to and trying to break this one down, Baylor's Achilles heel last year was chunk plays on defense. And Auburn's wide receiver core, at least the reformulated version of it now, kind of built for that. Now, a lot depends on Jackson Arnold and whether or not he's effective. I'm going to assume that he's going to be better than we saw before he left Oklahoma last year. I'm just going to assume that a change of scenery does him well. I was a big Jackson Arnold fan. I'm not ready to fully sell my Jackson Arnold stock. So I think it's like a 34-30 game in favor of Auburn where you do have a little bit more points, but it ends up being a really fun matchup. Again, this is why I've got it number one here on my list.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'm leaning Baylor.
Which I could see, by the way. And I really like Baylor, too. I flip-flop.
Wait, you're on the record saying you could see both of these teams winning a close game? Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I really like Baylor. I absolutely like Baylor. I'm all in on Baylor. Not necessarily to win the Big 12, but I do think they'll be fun as hell to watch because of the offense, and I think the defense will be improved. The point spread here, again, is only 2.5. So, yeah, it's not a stretch to say, oh, yeah, I could see one team winning or another. I am on the Auburn side of this, though. Firmly on the Auburn side of this one.
Yeah, I mean, with Baylor, it's just where's the pass rush, where's the secondary? You have a good concept of Auburn's strength being what it could potentially do down the field. They were super explosive last year. They're only going to be better at receiver. I have no idea what they're going to look like at quarterback. That's a big question to me. This is going to be a pretty hostile environment at Baylor. And when you are a road favorite against, if we agree that Baylor appears to be a quality team.
They are. They should be.
And Auburn appears to be a quality team. I don't know what you can trust in this moment about Auburn to make you comfortable at taking them as a road favorite against a quality team. What have they earned in your mind? Nobody's earned anything. It's week one.
We haven't seen them yet, but sure. Point taken.
But when you are a road favorite against a quality team, typically we've seen something that season that defines why that's the case.
Well, okay.
And so you are, which is fine. It's a leap of faith to say, I'm a big believer that Auburn is even more than just quality, that they are full-on good. And so if you believe Auburn is full-on good, that pick makes sense. So I'm not going to say it's a bad pick, but I'm going to take the outcomes here, and I'm going to go with the uncertainty of what Auburn looks like with Jackson Arnold and with how they started out last season. That's not a huge confidence builder with me.
It isn't.
Baylor didn't start out especially well either, but they're playing at home. So I'm going to give the points with the home dog. Excuse me. I'm going to take the points.
Okay.
As I'm going to go with Baylor, the home dog here.